back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name's Hermione. I'm currently renovating this old Victorian property. It's taken a really long time, but it's coming along. So today I've got another DIYary for you guys because a lot's been happening recently and things are finally feeling like they're kind of coming together. So I want to show you guys all the little updates that we've been working on in the house over the last few weeks. So I think when we last left off in the sitting room, the fireplace was about to be done. We'd had a box made for the hearth and it was going to be tiled, and I had to paint the mantelpiece and all of that. So I've been really busy this week. I painted the mantelpiece and I also painted the mirror that goes above it in the same colour. Okay, I'm going to sand and paint the fireplace. Once I've sanded it, I'm going to use this Difficult Surfaces primer and undercoat so it's not going to chip or anything. And then I've got wood and metal paint in a colour I had colour matched. By the way, this is the only place I have left to work in the house that's a big enough space to put this. I put some newspaper down. That's all the newspaper I have. I hope it's going to be okay. But let's get into this. Let me show you guys what it looks like right now. Please excuse the Halloween decorations because Halloween is upon us and I don't really want to take them down. This is what the hearth is looking like right now. It's been tiled. It looks so much better. It's been built on this box, which is amazing. I love that it's kind of raised off the ground. As you can see, I need to stain or paint this at some point soon. And this is what the fireplace looks like now that I've painted it. The mantelpiece itself was £20 from a buy and sell website, but it was just like, oh there's me, hey me. It was just like a horrible like orange stained MDF wood. As you can see, I need to coat this with one more coat of fire safe paint, and I need to go around the edges because the mantelpiece is actually slightly too big for the insert, but I think you won't be able to tell once it's been painted. But I'm gonna save that for the sitting room makeover video because otherwise I will run out of content. Side note, look at my pumpkins, aren't they cute? I love Halloween so much. As for the mirror, I'm gonna stand back, hold on. Oh good, now I'm just a tiny floating head. The mirror is just like this massive cane mirror. It's the only thing that I had that would fit above the fireplace comfortably and fill the space because the space is quite big. It was like a kind of dark greenish color, which looked really cool, but it needed an update anyway. So I painted it the same color as the fireplace. I'm not 100% sure if it's too, like, it blends too much. I think once I've styled all of this, I will know. And I can always go back in and paint it like a slightly different color if not. But I actually really like it. I like that it's not, you know, too, like, in your face. So yeah, that's what we've got going on over here at the moment. Oh, and I forgot to mention the skirting boards are still missing this massive gap right here. And actually there's like 3 different types of skirting board in the sitting room, so I need to get them all replaced at some point. But it's really expensive because I need the whole of this room redone and probably the dining room as well. And it needs to be made from scratch because it's really tall skirting board. So I think I'm gonna have to wait for a bit and maybe just do something to fill in the gaps for the time being. I don't know, but I really need to get on and finish this sitting room. It's been a long time. Anyway, enough of that. I had my carpenter come over recently and build some stuff to cover some pipes and some electricals. So this is what it looked like in the hallway before he did that. Let me go show you what it looks like right now because I am over the moon with how different it looks. This is how the door is looking right now. It's so much different. He's basically covered up all the rough area with really thin MDF. He trimmed out the door for me with some architrave, which looks really good. And there was some kind of weird cabling and like kind of like a mini box piece of wood here. Instead of ripping it all out because we don't know what it goes to, he put this kind of at an angle down the side, and I think it looks really seamless and I really like it. I just need to paint this, the wall color, and then paint the trim at some point, and then I am going to sort the door. To be honest, I'm not looking forward to sanding and painting the door because I think it's just going to be an absolute mammoth task, and I obviously can't take this one off the hinges because it's the main door to the outside and I can't just have my house open. Also, a lot of comments I've seen have been like, take the doors off the hinges. I'm actually going to get a lot of the doors dipped or completely replaced, so I've only kind of been patching them up for the time being. They will be done properly soon. Let me show you some of the doors actually really quickly. This is the door to the sitting room. The other side looks a lot better, but this is kind of what we're working with. And to be honest, I don't know whether it's worth getting them dipped because they obviously have horrible cracks in them, or just getting the doors replaced. I'm not really sure. If anyone can advise me as to what you think is best to do with these. That one's actually not too bad. Over here, I don't know if you can see this, it's kind of dark, but this is the one for the dining room. This, it has been hung at an angle. Can you see that? It kind of goes like diagonally. This is the worst door. And the kitchen, this one just looks the absolute worst. It was really bad, so I used a heat gun and it comes off really nice. So that's why I want them dipped, because there's some lovely wood under there, but we were missing a panel here. The panel's been replaced, so then I'd need some more trim, and I don't know. So I just don't know what to do. Should I spend the money on dipping them and then realizing I needed new doors in the first place? I don't know. If anyone has any advice on that, please let me know. For the time being, I'm just gonna leave them up and kind of patch them where and when I can, but I'll probably sort them within the next few months because they're getting on my nerves. And I've completely distracted myself from what I was talking about in the first place anyway. Let me show you what else has been happening in the hallway. So over here we had all those electrical boxes and it looked absolutely shocking. And I asked my carpenter to put up a box, just an MDF box, and he went above and beyond. He built this pine cabinet. I am so happy with it. It's actually made out of lovely, lovely pine wood. It's got doors on it, and the box underneath still looks awful, but if we need to flip the switch, it's just there. So obviously I need to do something with this. I'm gonna stain the top and then paint the inserts. I don't know whether to stain or paint the edge because it is a lovely wood, but I kind of want to do like a dark blue. So I'm not sure. I'll probably change my mind anyway, so I'm not going to do anything with it until I've made my mind up. And maybe do some handles, I don't know, but I think it looks really, really good, and I'm just going to leave it for the time being. And just quickly, because my memory card is really full right now, I want to show you the boxed in pipes in the dining room. Please excuse the mess. Obviously we've had some work done in here, so all this stuff kind of got shoved into the corner. But this is what it looks like now with it all boxed in. Obviously I need to paint it to match the wall, and I need a little bit of cornicing sorted at the top, but I'm not in a rush to get that done. A little bit of skirting board too. But I'm really pleased with it because I think once it's painted, it's just gonna blend into the wall a lot nicer. I think if I do like a gallery wall or something fun here, it will take your eye away from that even more anyway, but I guess that's next on the list of things to paint. So those are the updates for today, but I've got loads more stuff happening in the house, so I'll probably tack on some more to the end of this video. I will catch you guys soon, I guess. And just like that, through the magic of video editing, I'm back. Hey, long time no see. Actually, it's been about a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks since I last updated you guys in this video. So I wanted to show you what I've been working on in the house because I have been working away really hard. It doesn't actually look like it to me, but I've worked really hard. I'm preparing the staircase because I'm about to get some carpet put down in a few weeks' time. So let me show you what I've been up to. Okay, this is how the stairs are currently looking. They're pretty bad. I'm just fed up of having to walk on them when they look like this, and they feel really gross under my toes. As you can see on all of the treads, I've used a heat gun to get rid of the paint. We all know what happens when I use a heat gun. I'm gonna give this a quick sand, and then I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna paint the same area and make a runner rug going up the middle. And all the spindles are bare, so I need to prime them and paint them. That's gonna be a really daunting task. And then the skirting board, visually it doesn't look good, but it's actually in really decent condition, so I just need to give it a sand and paint it. Oh dear, wish me luck. Before sanding, what I'm doing is I'm taking a knife and I'm going along all of the edges to just get rid of all this excess paint. I'm also getting rid of any staples and these little fuzzy bits, which are a nightmare to get out. It's time to start sanding. I'm not looking forward to it. I'm just gonna give it like a light sand, except in the places it really needs it, like the edges. Not much of the paint's left, but I'm gonna wear a mask anyway, just in case there's any nasty stuff in the paint. All taped up. I want to say it took about half an hour because I had to get the line perfect. Now it's time for this, which should cover all the knots in the banisters.
After priming, I went in with the same wood paints that I used on the fireplace. And then I gave the stairs a good vacuuming.
All of the spindles are done. And I tidied up this pile of stuff right here, which had been there for weeks, so go me. The rest of the stairs look almost exactly the same, but I promise you I've worked really hard on them. And now I'm ready to paint the edge of this all the way up. As you can see, I tested it here. It's a bit dusty. I need to clean it already. And then we'll have carpet going all the way up. So that's what I've been up to over the last few weeks. It doesn't really look like I've done much, but those spindles take a long time to paint. They're a bit of a nightmare. So it's been a long few evenings of work and it's not quite finished. I still have to do the skirting board. So I'm gonna leave it on a little bit of a cliffhanger. And by cliffhanger, I mean, that's just a fancy way of me saying I haven't actually finished it yet. But I will share with you the rest of it in the next DIYary video. And I'll talk all about the carpet and stuff like that, because that's gonna be a whole thing in itself. I'm really looking forward to it though, because the staircase is looking absolutely disgusting. This video is getting long, so I will cut it off here because A, it's getting long, and B, I want to put this up before my living room makeover, which I'm trying not to show too much of in the background because I don't want to spoil it. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any tips or advice, especially about the doors, I would love to know. I have no idea what to do with these doors. They are driving me crazy. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.